Hello and welcome to the January 2023 edition of the Presale Pulse, a program that is dedicated to helping you understand everything happening in real estate across Metro Vancouver and the Fraser Valley.
Yeah.
I'm Ryan Lalonde.
And I'm Brittany Reimer. I'm officially back from vacation. Thank you to Suze for filling in, although I'm not sure that anybody really noticed I was missing, except for you.
You were missed, trust me.
I hope so.
Good to have you here. And as always, this edition is all about recapping both the pre-sale and resale marketplace over the past 30 days in the FV. Our goal, ensuring all of our subscribers feel like they have their finger on the pulse and becoming real estate intelligent.
Well, Rye, it's a new year and so many opportunities in the market. After a relatively quiet fall and early winter season, we're now seeing programs begin to market and prepare for an active spring and fall market.
Love it.
Yeah,
and
love
in this episode, what are we touching on?
We'll touch on our annual stats for the Fraser Valley, of course. We'll look at what's to launch early this year. And we're going to wrap by taking a look at the resale stats.
Oh, I love it. Big episode ahead. Now let's quickly recap. We'll start with 2022 pre-sale market in the Fraser Valley. The momentum that characterized this banner year in 2021. That was close to all of our hearts. We're missing that one right now. It's rolled into 2022 though, especially in the Fraser Valley.
I'm really missing it. That's right though. Over a third of presale programs launched in the first quarter, both developers and purchasers wanting to capitalize on interest rates while they were still low. So no surprise there. Given that low interest rates and work from home policies were such a big driver of the market and activity in the Fraser Valley over the last 2 years, it makes sense that the market would have begun to cool off as buyers got a bit of cold feet as those trends started to change.
I hear what you're saying. Like just given the rising costs of debt, buyers trying to be smarter with their money right now, right? It is all about savings. Now, while it felt like any tower that launched in 2021 could sell out in just a matter of days, and if it wasn't days, it was weeks, in 2022, those kind of results were reserved for programs that were well positioned, right? I think that a big part of this was product, bridging the gap between investors and end users.
Absolutely, and you missed out on storytelling because that is a big part of why a lot of those programs saw success. Now taking a look at the stats, there were 54 pre-sale launches in the Fraser Valley in 2022. Wood frame and townhome programs were the most predominant product form. There was a notable decrease in the concrete launches in 2022, as you already noted, just under half of what launched in 2021. Now investors made up most of those purchasers in 2021 when a large wave of concrete product entered that marketplace. With rates rising, developers were concerned that the market didn't have that same depth that we had previously seen.
Yeah.
Now we've seen a decrease in overall activity, especially from investors and end users, and investors who plan to live in the pre-sale unit have continued to remain strong in the market.
I think it makes sense, right? Like we have longer timelines, likely less sensitivity to sudden shifts in the market as a result. So what can we expect from the presale market in 2023?
Well, great question, why. Many believe that the Bank of Canada will reach the end of the rate cycle by the first quarter of this year. This will allow things to settle in our market and give some buyers some peace of mind that mortgage costs won't rise further. We've already seen buyers return to the market to explore those opportunities available to them, good deals, incentives, really feeling confident that if they buy today, those rates are going to be lower when their home's complete, but still a large chunk of buyers that weren't able to get into the market in 2021 because of that low inventory, paused in 2022 because of those rising rates. So hopefully we get those buyers right back into the market this year.
Finally, Britt, let's talk resale starting with December before we look at the report card for the entire year. Now let's jump into that.
Sure. Now, the Fraser Valley saw just over 700 transactions in December. This was a 14.7% decrease from the previous month and a 60% decrease from the previous year.
Yeah, and those interest rate hikes are no joke right now. This was the lowest transacting December over the past 10 years, a significant shift from each December over the past 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, we know that many are still on the sidelines as well, waiting to see how things shake out. The holidays were a perfect time to unplug and step back from the market for many. Now, as people return back from the holidays and the Bank of Canada considers a potential pause in the hike schedule, I'm hopeful we'll see a quick rebound here.
Yeah, I think turning to 2022 as a whole, Fraser Valley recorded just over 15,000 transactions in 2022. This is just over half of the volume that was experienced in 2021. The yearly numbers really are a tale of two cities. 2021 represented record-breaking, the highest transaction volume recorded on history in the board's history. Meanwhile, the 2022 sales volumes represent the 9th lowest total of the past decade. unbelievable shift.
Yeah. Now, thinking about shift here, right? Let's look at the benchmark pricing. The Fraser Valley experienced a year-over-year decline of 8.7% in values. It's important to note, however, that the number varies significantly by product type.
Right, and single detached homes as the product that was most impacted by affordability challenges, that declined about 11.3% year over year.
Yeah, and in contrast, condos, of course, stayed relatively stable and flat, declining only 0.4% over the course of the last year.
Yeah. Now, Britt, I think that wraps up another edition of the Fraser Valley Presale Pulse. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and Newswire, our daily email roundup of the latest real estate news. Our internal MLA advisory team is active in all major markets across Canada. Actionable intelligence is the name of the game, so reach out to us using any of the links below.
Yeah, and be sure to check out this month's trending topics across our social channels, where we will speak with mortgage expert Scott Jingles of Nest Mortgage. Awesome guy, love Scott, looking at affordability in 2023. Lastly, our MLA advisory team is putting the final touches on its MLA Intel 2023 report, a full 360-degree overview of 2022 and forecasting market trends and performance for 2023. So stay tuned for that.
Love it. Lots there.
So thank you to our viewers for tuning into the Fraser Valley Presale Pulse, and we look forward to seeing you next month.